Hi and welcome to Conversations with Alice Properties. In the past few weeks we've been noticing that there's a real discussion around whether to take properties to auction or not. And quite honestly, I think a lot more properties are going to auction and being used as a method because it's very difficult pricing properties in this market. Generally in our area, apart from beachfront properties, especially on Cypress Avenue in Cabarita or Magnificent View properties in Kingscliff, generally auction has not worked terribly well. But we're starting to see them getting some traction on the higher end of the market, as well as through the middle. If a vendor, and look, let's be honest, we all own homes generally speaking in our area, but if a vendor is punting as high as they can, which we all do, and as an agent you feel that perhaps they're just overshooting the mark, perhaps by $100,000 to $150,000, and that is the consensus amongst the agent, is that a lot of us are overpriced. A very good way to show the vendor what the market is prepared to pay is to take the home to auction. At the same time, I truly believe that your agent should be able to have the honest conversation to say, look, you may be wanting to shoot for whatever the price may be, 1.3, let's say as an example, but my honest opinion is I think it's going to sell around 1,175, and on your sales agreement that has to be documented, which is according to fair trading requirements, that an agent really put their mouth where their money is, let's say, and give you an accurate estimate as to where it's going to sell, and then back it up with houses that are similar to show you what has and hasn't sold. We all have individual homes. We all believe that they're worth more than most times they are, and some of us get incredibly lucky with the right emotional buyers, and the rest of us stay on the market for quite a long time, and the days on market are definitely blowing out. I'd like to address that too, days on market. All of us agents know that if you take a property off realestate.com and you relaunch it as a new listing and it sells 5 days later, that sale is seen as a 5-day sale. That sale is not seen as the 4 months that it was on market prior to that. So days on market can be somewhat misleading to those of you looking and going, oh gosh, my neighbor was on market for 5 days, it looks on realestate.com, and we've been on the market 3-4 months and it still hasn't sold. So it's not always a genuine reflection. And a lot of these homes are also off market for many months with a lot of us agents secretly, and have been shown for up to 2 years in order to get a sale. And then perhaps they go live and 30 days later there's a sale. So once again, not a true indicator of days on market. So I think what I'm trying to say is there's got to be a fine balance between the knowledge of days on market, whether or not to use auction as the right product to find out what your home is worth, and also being realistic within a given market that is still a very interesting market. We still have demand for our product, but the buyers have definitely slowed down. We're just finding that not as few buyers are entering the market, and we're also finding that when they do, and they make a serious offer, the offer is actually quite aggressive. We had an offer come in over the weekend on a property for 1.4, and the offer came in just under 1.2. So, that's quite a huge jump for a buyer, and for a vendor certainly to understand. So, till our next conversation, if any of you have any questions going to market and just want to get some real direct feedback, we're prepared to give you those numbers. If you want to go higher, we're happy to market it accordingly and really try and get that emotional buyer for you. But we'll be very straight and very honest with you and give you the data that's correct according to days on market and what's best for you. Thanks for joining us.